The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
Hello, and welcome to the American Veteran. I'm Dale Parrish, your host, with Bud Mendenhall as co-host. Our guest today is Wayne Ithier. He's a sergeant of the Marine Corps, was a sergeant of the Marine Corps, always a Marine, and he's a veteran of the Vietnam War. Welcome to the show, Wayne.
Thanks, sir.
When did you join the Marines?
I joined the Marines in August of '66.
66.
Yes, sir. Right after high school.
Took your training
In Parris Island.
Parris Island.
Yes.
Yeah. How long was you in the Marines before they sent you to Vietnam?
I arrived in Vietnam in January of '67.
I see you got 4 Purple Hearts.
Yes, sir. I was a grunt. I was in the infantry.
Yeah. You'd like to tell us something about some of your experiences, or?
Surely. I've had enough therapy. I can talk about that now.
Pardon?
I have been getting enough therapy through the decades.
Oh, yeah.
That
Yeah.
I can talk about these things.
Yeah. Does it help to talk about them?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Hold it inside doesn't do the veteran any good. Okay, and I thoroughly believe that, and that's what I was taught through the different programs I've been involved with the VA. And in a lot of ways, I owe my life to the VA on different levels. Okay, and that's something that I don't take lightly, and I like other veterans to see what I see. And we got too many guys out there that are either homeless, in jail, or they commit suicide.
Yeah.
And it's pretty sad when our nation's defenders had to resort to that. Okay?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And to our society, it's always going to be the lost link between society and its defenders. And we need more people to understand what a man goes through when they're in war. And it ain't like TV, okay? And it's really surreal, and it definitely runs space in your head. So, you want me to tell you about Vietnam?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
I was with 2nd Battalion, 3rd Marines, Hotel Company, 1967, under the command of, at that time, was Captain Madonna, Ray Madonna. And my platoon leader was Lieutenant Ward Elliott. I was just an 18-year-old kid, just got there. But I grew up fast. In about 3 months, I got old. Okay, war does that to you. We was in a famous battle of its time called the Hill Fights. That was the first Battle of Quezon. You probably heard of Quezon in '68 with the siege, but what a lot of people don't realize that in April or May of '67, there was a big fight that went on there. I believe it was the 324th North Vietnamese Division was in place, and we fought for life on hills 861, 881 north and south, and all the valleys in between. Um, I thought it was horrific from my point of view. I was an infantryman. What did I know? I was just a kid. But I was doing what I was taught to do as a Marine. And the Marine Corps and its training saved my life.
Sure.
Okay? Make no mistake about that. And I'm proud to be a Marine. And our rifles jammed in combat. We had the earliest form of the M16 called the AR-15. And it's pretty bad when you go into combat not knowing if your rifle's going to work.
Yeah. What, just dust or mud or what jammed them up? Or just that was just the nature of them?
No, I believe it was a design flaw. Okay, they modified it since those days, but in December of '67, 60% of the combat weapons were defective. And my information source is from the archives of the Marine Corps. And I made it my business to find out these things because I wanted to know why.
Yeah.
I was born and raised in the military. I have nothing but respect for the military. I love my country. And I may not agree with a lot of things, but I'm a Marine first, and that's foremost in my mind, and that's what I do. So I was there in Vietnam for several months, and the reason why I was there just for several months because I have 4 Purple Hearts. And
didn't you have a birthday on one of the hills you told me earlier?
yes, I did. On Hill 881 North, we took the hill on my birthday. Turned 19 on the hill.
Yes.
It's a hell of a birthday party.
It's a birthday you'll never forget.
Yes, sir. We fixed bayonets and did what we were told to do.
Yeah.
Okay, and what we trained to do. They virtually fought to the last man. That's how horrific it was. We didn't get the word, but Colonel Pappy DeLong, who was the officer in charge of the regiment, sent out the word to tell my Marines to bring me some prisoners for intel. So they brought them, and they'll get 5 days in China Beach. So, boy, they brought them up to them like room service.
Yeah.
But there was only 3 guys. Everybody else was killed.
Right.
Yeah, it was terrible.
What was the terrain like? Was it overgrowth with
It was a jungle.
jungle?
Okay.
Yeah.
But after days and days of bombing and napalm,
Yeah.
when we were going up the hill, there was nothing.
Yeah.
So we were great targets.
Did they use much Agent Orange then
Yes, they did.
on that hill, or I was
Yes,
just
they
wondering
did.
with the rest of it?
Yes. They've been using Agent Orange even before I ever got there. The French used it, the British used it. Okay. And my research into the herbicide logs tells me that my information is accurate on this matter. They've been doing it for quite a long time. Agent Orange, incidentally, we bought it from the Germans, from the Nazis in the 30s.
Is that
I
right?
didn't know that.
Yes. Yes, sir. That's a true story. And they knew then the consequences of using dioxin in the chemicals. But then, too, wars are based on this. No more than mustard gas, sarin, and today's guys in their wars, going back in the time. And chlorine gas. I mean, I remember seeing pictures of World War II fellas each holding on to each other because they were blind from the gas.
Yeah.
Okay. They used Agent Orange in the Pacific, not on the wide scale that they used in Vietnam, but nonetheless they still used it.
Yeah.
And they use it today. They use it around bases.
Yeah.
They Dioxin, it's pretty terrible stuff.
It's called Agent Orange.
Yeah,
Yep.
there's Agent Orange, Agent White, Agent Pink, Agent Blue. Okay, it's just a different type of a chemical. Okay, I'm not a scientist and don't profess to be one. Okay, I just know what I read.
Yeah.
I made it my business to read, and the reason for it is that in my lifetime I lost 7 children.
Oh. Boy.
Okay, it is one thing to go to war as a man. I expect things to happen. I do not expect the war to follow me home and come out in my children.
No.
So I lost 7 kids. Sarah was the worst. Watching Sarah die really took me apart emotionally. And I have another daughter. I got 2 daughters that still are alive today. My one that lives in Texas, she's afflicted with symptomatics of Agent Orange. Okay. I really believe that with Agent Orange or any other chemical, it depends on the human being, okay, and their chemical makeup.
I didn't know it affected you like that.
Oh yeah. I'm service connected for it. I have full-fledged, full-blown diabetes, peripheral neuropathy, and a couple other small things I'd rather not say because it's kind of personal.
Yeah, sure.
Did you have any tunnels over there when you were going up the hill?
I didn't go into any of those tunnels.
No, I mean, were there a lot around when you were going up
Oh
the
yeah,
hill?
there was tunnels there. They sent the real skinny guys. I was skinny, but I was busy. I was on the front lines.
Mm-hmm.
And the next way behind us would take care of the tunnels.
Oh, okay.
The North Vietnamese, to this day, I have the utmost respect for them. Because at least they stood there and fought us.
Yeah.
These other people that call themselves soldiers, whatever they want to call them, that kill women and children, I have nothing for them.
Yeah.
And I really don't.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel.
I agree with that.
Okay? I don't believe in killing women and children. I don't believe even hitting them. And that's not a soldier.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's a coward. Okay? And that's how I feel about it. And I ain't going to take it back either. And the North Vietnamese, I respect them. I have Vietnamese friends today that, and I show them the utmost respect. And I do. And sometimes I go down to the Saigon restaurant, just eat some Vietnamese food and just to be around Vietnamese people.
Well, I understood that they didn't wear a uniform. You didn't know.
Who?
The North Vietnamese.
No, they wore a uniform.
Did they?
Yes, they heard. They
I
did.
always understood that they fought you one day and was walking down the street.
No,
and
those are the Viet Cong. That's somebody different.
I see.
Those are the people that lived in the South, okay? And they were farmer by, they were farmer by night, and I would say terrorists, because they used to blow up things too,
Yeah.
okay? And they killed their own people. And they did. I mean, some of the things that they did to their own people was brutal. Brutal. That's the only way I can describe it.
Just like the problem today.
Yeah.
It's exactly like today. And they got these people, these poor people, they're scared to death.
Yeah.
They're scared to death. And seeing the towers go down and the firemen and the law enforcement that got killed in it had an effect on our family. And will bother me always. And during that time frame, my niece, who was going to be a cop, she died, but she was not a result of the terrorists, okay? But she died right in that same time frame, within a day or two. And we had a personal friend of my brother's, okay, that was killed. He was with the New York City Housing Police, and they never found him. And some of my firemen friend, one of the firemen I served with in Vietnam with, and he just retired maybe a few days before all this happened. And he's last time I talked to him, he was going through changes on this matter emotionally. You know, look at it. He feels like he felt like in Vietnam when we left Vietnam. Me and him left Vietnam together. He had 3 Purple Hearts. We was on the same chopper, and it bothered him really a lot to lose all those firemen.
Yeah.
And they brought the war to us, okay? They used civilians as their targets. I have nothing for them. If I had my chance to have my finger on the button, I would do it 3
I
times.
understand. Yeah.
Yes.
I understand you're in that book there you brought.
Yes. You know, this book here, The Hill Fights, was written by Ed Murphy. He lives out of Arizona. He's written several books on different parts of the war. I got to know him personally, but he was told by a couple people that I had a diary. I kept a diary during those 12 days that we fought in Khe Sanh. I wanted my family to know what my feelings were. And everybody else was getting shot and killed around me. You know, I knew that I was next. Okay? And I had it up here in my pocket. And anyway, I made him copies of it, and he read what it had to say, and he put it in this book here. And it's the story of a few good men in the fight for their life, and victory was ours. And we had a rifle that didn't work, and we fought like Marines, right to the bitter end to it. And I am proud to say that. I am proud of my fellow Marines that was with me on those hills. I do believe my officers, he's a colonel today, Colonel Madonna, Ray Madonna, and Lieutenant Elliott, because of their skills, I would follow them any place, even today.
Yeah.
That's the kind of respect I have for them.
Great.
Yeah. And some of our guys went on to become, E8s and E9s in the military.
Yeah.
And I didn't have that luxury. I started experiencing PTSD in 1968. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Wasn't even a word then.
Yeah.
Okay? I was afraid to tell anybody about it. But I was having dreams about my fellow Marines laying on the hill, their mouth wide open, smoke coming out of their bodies, okay, moaning. And it progressed.
Yeah.
And finally, I did something about it.
Yeah. It eats you up.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Cost me 3 marriages. I'm on my 4th wife now. I'm not proud to say it that way, but I love my wife. And I understand what happened in the past. I probably understand more now at 63 than when I did when I was in my 30s and 40s. But I've made it an ambition to sit there and learn all I can so I can teach others what I have learned, okay? And to sit there and be of some form of assistance in their recovery. And today, that's what I do up at the VA.
Yeah.
I volunteer up at the VA. I bring them supplies. Anything that they need, I'll get it. And I give it to the Shepherd House here in Fort Wayne as well. And they have a bunch of veterans in there that are homeless.
Yeah. You
And-
want to explain what the Shepherd House is?
Yes.
It's what people don't know.
Yes, the Shepherd House is is a house that's well structured, okay, run by some very good people, okay, and what they do, they house veterans that are referred to them from the VA, okay. I think there's only one person in there now that is not a veteran, okay, and they bring them a structured life. Okay, and they have to. They're under surveillance because a lot of the guys got involved with alcohol or drugs, and unfortunately, you have to watch them people. I don't hold them responsible for anything, as long as they're in there trying to do the right thing. But the Shepherd House provides that for them.
Yeah.
Provides them their meals, their environments. It's a very nice place.
Good.
I would say I haven't been to many around here in Fort Wayne, but I have to say that the people that are running the Shepherd House are doing a great service to these men, and I have the utmost respect for them as well. To be dedicated to that.
That's taken care of by donations now, or?
Oh, yes. I'll give an example. We had, just the other day, we had a salute to the troops up at the Scottish Rite. And it was an event to bring awareness of the plight of veterans and the veterans they had. And it covered several wars and also corporate sponsors. And Lowe's, they got a new annex. They announced that Lowe's has provided all the material and all the labor free. Sounds unbelievable.
That's
Yeah.
great.
I was like, wow, that was great.
Yeah, that's
That was
great.
good. And I was real happy to hear things like that.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people out there that help veterans in different ways. Okay, and they don't get the recognition that they deserve.
All right.
That's right, exactly right.
I know an organization called Our Turn to Serve, and what they do is a veteran that's service connected that say it needs new windows in their house, or if they're wheelchair, need a ramp, or the entrance way widened, they take care of it. Doesn't cost the veteran nothing. And there's a lot of services out there that does that. And I'm proud to know those people.
Sure.
I could probably talk for an hour just on those people because I am involved with them in different ways. Not on the magnitude that they do, okay? We have an organization that I call her up. Her name is Montana, called Hoosiers Helping Heroes out of Kokomo in that area. And she sends the stuff over to the troops overseas. We got pictures of them, you know, in their boxes and they're happy, you know, stuff like that. And the different posts, I will gather it, you know, like, for example, 48 and the American Legion up in Rome City, which I'm a member. They sent boxes, and I bring them down to that Dean Mossberg. He collects them up at the VFW, post 857. And I've been doing it for years, and we'll continue till I can't do it no more.
Yeah, sure.
Okay? I asked for nothing, you know, but this is what I want to do. Okay? Because this is what I want to do. I want to help veterans. Okay?
Well, we're fortunate to have guys like you that, you know, get involved like this and help take care of us.
There's a lot of them
Yeah.
that help. It's just not just me. I don't mention nobody's names because I don't know if they want me to, so I won't. Okay. I'll mention their organization, but I'm also a member of the Masonic Order, and they help just as much. Okay. And I have support from the Masons in this area. on this matter, and they've taken it to the proper levels the way it should be. After all, no matter how you slice it, our country was founded by our founding fathers who happen to be Masons. So no matter what they want to say about them, there are a lot of good things. I don't know any bad things. I don't associate with bad things. Only good things.
Yeah.
Just like you good people when I met you all, okay? You guys reminded me of my father, okay? And that's how I feel inside.
Yeah.
And that's when I look upon you, that's the way I look, okay? That's why I said what I said that day for that 9/11 ceremony to y'all. And I'm proud of those things, where my roots are from. And I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Thanks.
I am,
Thank you.
seriously. And I'm proud of all of them. And just recently, we had a returning vet. The name is Brandon Long. And if you recall him, he was in Afghanistan, lost his legs.
Yes.
We had a big benefit for him, okay, sponsored by the Northern Marines Association. We provided the color guard for that event. And seeing him there, you know, I have no idea what it's like to be like that. But he has a good attitude. He's got a wonderful mother.
He sure does. He has a good attitude. I've met him before.
Oh, you have?
And we wanted to get him on the program here.
Oh,
But
yeah.
at the time, he had to go to Washington. At the
Yeah,
time,
he's
he
willing,
wasn't
but
at the time.
we
Yeah,
just
I wanted to get him in the Three Rivers Parade. We were
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
push him.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was in, at the time, Walter Reed,
Yeah.
getting fitted with prosthesis.
Yeah.
But these are kind of things that you do because it comes from here.
Yeah.
It comes from here to sit there and help your brethren. There's a lot of people out there that are not being helped. They're like the lost platoon. They're out there in the jungles, whether it's a city jungle or a jungle. They're out there. A lot of them. In the tune of 250,000. That's a lot of vets, okay? To be wandering around or being homeless.
Yeah.
My heart goes out for them. I have in the past went into the jungles with other groups to talk to them, to try to bring them in, especially if there was one on Long Island. The guy was a caisson Marine, so they asked me to come with them on this matter, so maybe we can reach him and take him in, and put him through the programs.
Okay. Wayne, can we continue this? You're coming back for another program.
Okay.
We're out of time right
Oh,
now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the program. What's great about America is our freedom. I think we all need to give thanks to our troops who put their lives on the line every day. Some of us just gave our time. Some, like Sergeant Ithier, gave a lot of his blood in Vietnam. And then there were some that gave their all. And they're the ones that knows the real price of freedom. Thank you and good night.
How do I do?
It started on a
Huh?